just needs the silence of Flawless to win from this clutch.
Alright chat, you've seen the clips, you've heard the roar of the crowd. When comparing the greatest, we must analyze the data through the lens of traditional sports GOATs. Do they have the consistency and longevity of a LeBron James? Are they hoisting trophy after trophy like a Tom Brady? Are they just dominating their competition year after year like Lionel Messi? Does their professional record, achievements, and honors measure up to Serena Williams' standards? Lastly, are they world-class level at a global scale with international dominance as seen with Michael Phelps? We're measuring it all. The careers of the masters of the meta who transcended their own games. So grab your headset, power up, and get ready. Lock your picks in and let's load up. The countdown to glory begins now. And at number 10, we have
your Fortnite World Champion, Bugha!
When we talk about Fortnite esports, one name stands above all the rest, Bugha. It's not just hype, it's a fact. And here's why he solidified his place as the greatest to ever grace the island. At just 16 years old, Bugha dominated the 2019 Fortnite World Cup, walking away with a $3 million prize and making esports history overnight. But it wasn't luck, it was precision, strategy, and nerves of steel. While thousands of players crumbled under pressure, Bugha stayed calm, outbuilding, outsmarting, and outshooting everyone. His ability to read the storm, manage resources, and control the battlefield made him a one-man highlight reel. He was the inaugural Fortnite World Cup solo champion in 2019. That wasn't just a win, it was a masterclass against the entire global elite. Everyone who was anyone was there, and he dominated.
Emotionally, right now,
after he won, it was a whirlwind. He did numerous interviews that day. We did pictures. He had fans there waiting for pictures and autographs. It was amazing.
While Peterbot has risen since, no one has captured the ultimate prize with such comprehensive dominance or maintained such a respected presence. Bugha didn't just play Fortnite, he mastered it. That's why he'll forever be known as the king of the battle bus. Okay, keeping this bus moving at number 9, we have...
There it is! Mango! Mango is your Get On My Level 2019 champion!
Ask any longtime fan who the greatest Super Smash Bros. Melee player is, and the answer you'll hear most often is the Kid, the GOAT, Mango. It's a title he's earned not just with wins, but with unmatched longevity and an aggressive, must-watch playstyle that defines an era. Mango is one of the legendary 5 gods of Melee, but his case for being the best is simple. He's done it for longer and with more flair than anyone else.
Mine is 2008 to 2021. And guess what? Only player to win majors in 3 different decades. 3! Taking 3 characters to the top. 3! The youngest and oldest player to win a super major. That's me! That's me!
Just look at the accolades. Mango is a 2-time EVO champion, taking the grand prize in both 2013 and 2014. He's won multiple titles at massive events like Genesis, the Big House, and Smash Summit, racking up over 30 major tournament victories across his career. His consistent dominance with both Fox and Falco makes him a unique threat, but the real surprise is his staying power. Mango has been ranked as a top 10 player for over 15 years, a ridiculous span in competitive esports. He's been ranked world number 1 in multiple different eras of the game, proving he can adapt and dominate against any generation of competitors. He's more than just a winner, he's the protagonist of Melee. For sheer influence, longevity, and a cabinet full of trophies, Mango is simply benefiting from the fruits of his labor. Shifting genres and shooting his way to number 8, we move to the chief of shooters that helped birth console esports. In the history of console esports, one name stands as the undisputed champion, the one who defined an entire franchise, Ogre 2. For many, he's the single greatest console player of all time, period. So why does he hold this crown? It comes down to unmatched, overwhelming team dominance. With an unprecedented career spanning over a decade, Ogre 2 dominated the scene from the early 2000s to 2010. His accolades are simply staggering. Ogre 2 won an astounding 40 major championships across Halo, CE, Halo 2, and Halo 3. He is a 5-time Major League Gaming National Champion and the only player to win back-to-back national championships in both Halo 2 and Halo 3, securing titles with iconic teams like Final Boss and Instinct. His skill was universal. He mastered the shooter from the no scopes to the objective control. His leadership was flawless. He not only adapted to the meta of each new Halo title, he created it. His longevity and consistency across multiple versions of the game remain a prestigious feat in esports.
So do I miss competing? If you asked me that a few years after I retired, I would have said yes.
I think he's going to go down in history as the greatest console player of all time.
And it looks like Ogre 2 doesn't even realize what he just did, winning the last 3 tournaments.
Ogre 2 is the greatest console esports player to ever play any game, period.
He retired with a legacy unmatched in Halo and established the blueprint for console first-person shooters, but as the scene evolved, a new ruler emerged, building on that legacy in a different arena. Still airing it out at number 7, we have...
He's here! Make some noise for Crimsix!
Crimsix. There is no debate over who sits on the throne for competitive Call of Duty. Crimsix's career is a masterclass in relentless winning and adaptation. He is the most decorated player in the entire history of the popular franchise, and the numbers are staggering. He holds the record for the most major tournament wins in Call of Duty history. He's a 3-time world champion with wins in 2014, 2017, and 2020. Winning titles across different console generations in completely different metas. He also holds the record for the most major tournament wins in Call of Duty history with an astounding 38 victories. He achieved dynasty status with 2 different powerhouse teams, Complexity and the legendary Optic Gaming roster. From 2012 through 2022, Crimsix competed at the highest level and earned over $1.4 million in prize money.
First probably noticed in COD 4 back in 2007, 2008. I, just played late nights. I would message a pro, and I got a Nated's lobby, and Nated was like, wow, this guy's actually really good. And then from there, I started making like the ESPN top 10 plays, which were ran by MLG, but I started making those, and I was just like I can do this. I was like this is actually happening.
Year after year, roster after roster, version after version, Crimsix found a way to dominate and stay on top. Throughout his decorated career, Crimsix was known for his selfless ability to adapt his playstyle and weapon to the team's needs. For championship rings, major titles, and sustained excellence, Crimsix is, without question, the greatest player Call of Duty has ever produced. His trophy cabinet and championship pedigree cement his place in esports lore. If you thought that was good, wait till you see this. Throwing them thangs at number 6, we have the Beast. In the fighting game community, there's a player whose name is synonymous with greatness, the Beast. For decades, he hasn't just competed, he's defined the standard of Street Fighter excellence. He is a master of longevity and adaptation. He's won major tournaments across Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's not skill. That's a Guinness World Record for success across a single franchise. But even more important than the trophies is the moment. We're talking about Evo Moment 37. Down to his last sliver of health, he pulled off one of the most iconic comebacks in esports history. Facing elimination, the Beast parried all 15 hits of his opponent's super art flawlessly with 0 margin for error. He then countered and won the round. Holding another Guinness World Record for most viewed fighting game match, sitting close to 10 million views. That's not it. He holds one more record in the Guinness book for most consecutive tournament wins, 15 wins at the time of the award in 2010. He is the most successful player in major tournaments of Street Fighter. For over 2 decades, he stayed at the top, adapting to new versions, new metas, and new challengers. The Beast isn't just his nickname, it's what he is. Commanding armies at number 5, we have Moon, you might have heard the name, but if you don't know Warcraft 3, you don't know the legend. He was so strategically brilliant and mechanically flawless that he earned his own nickname, the Fifth Race. His dominance wasn't just about winning, it was about rewriting the playbook. Moon played the Night Elf race with a fierce aggression and constant unit movement that opponents simply couldn't handle. He would consistently defeat top players who knew his strategies because they simply couldn't execute their defense fast enough. His accolades are legendary. Moon has won an incredible 6 World Championship level titles, including prestigious tournaments like the World Cyber Games, the World Esports Games, and multiple NBC Game Prime League crowns. His legendary micromanagement and flawless control over small groups made a 10-unit army feel like 20. Moon's talent led to massive success. He's an Esports Hall of Fame inductee and the highest earning Warcraft 3 players of all time. He holds a Guinness World Record for the most tournament wins in Warcraft 3 history and has won more televised Warcraft 3 games than any other player. He inspired generations of RTS players and helped shape modern strategy gaming itself. In a world of humans, orcs, and undead, Moon stood apart as the Fifth Race, the human who became a legend. Speaking of legends, our next pick earned the nickname God, all before turning 18. Coming in at number 4, we have...
From Korea, I have been watching him play for a decade. Arguably the most successful pro gamer in any esport in the history of this planet. From KT Rolster, some call him God, others call him the ultimate weapon, Flash!
In South Korea, one kid earned a title no other professional gamer can claim, God and the Ultimate Weapon. Starting as a prodigy at just 14 years old, Flash rose through the ranks to become the most decorated player in StarCraft Brood War history. His era was the most brutally competitive in esports history, yet he maintained a dominance that defied logic. His play was defined by near-perfect macro and razor-sharp decision-making under pressure. With 6 major championships, Flash is one of the few players to have secured both the Golden Mouse and Golden Badge, awards granted for also adding his 3 OSL and 3 MSL championships. He was the youngest Star League champion at just 15, and he boasts a 70% lifetime win rate across every major matchup, a feat deemed impossible by the toughest competition. Flash holds the record for the highest earning StarCraft Brood War player ever and was inducted into the Korean Esports Hall of Fame in 2012 and received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Esports Awards 2023. He later achieved success in StarCraft 2 and returned to win championships in both games after StarCraft. Remastered was released, proving his strategic mastery transcended the game's version. His legacy as the ultimate weapon remains untouched. Flash's decade of dominance was one of the last great feats in a solo player era, but as the landscape of esports evolved, so did the definition of a champion. Our number 3 pick represents the dawn of the super team, No Tail.
I'd rather fail, having tried, than not failing and not trying at all. You can always reach higher. When you feel strong in Dota, when you feel strong on the map, that is your instinct telling you, use it, go for it, try and push it to the limit.
In the world of the Dota 2, there is one achievement that stands above all others, winning the international, and no one shines brighter than No Tail, the ultimate captain, strategist, and leader of champions. He founded the team OG, a squad built on friendship and relentless faith. They faced impossible odds, constantly changing the meta with fearless drafting and unconventional play. His accolades are unmatched here. No Tail is one of the only players to win the international back-to-back in 2018 and 2019. He is also a 4-time major winner, making him the only player to complete the major Grand Slam before his TI success. He has the highest career earnings from prize money in all of esports history at a staggering $7.1 million, a direct measure of his unprecedented success on the biggest stages. He led his team through the biggest upsets the game has ever seen, proving that team cohesion and tactical belief can overcome any gap in skill. He's also won 9 other premier and professional tournaments and made Forbes 30 under 30 games category at age 25. No Tail also has an autobiography chronicling his career titled Character Beats Talent, released in 2024. For his historic success, his defining leadership, and his highest earner status, No Tail is the undisputed king of Dota 2 and a legend of the entire competitive scene. No Tail showed us how teamwork can win championships, but now we shift to a player who can take over a game all by himself. Taking the silver medal home at number 2, we have
the Best Player of the Year award. It goes to Simple. All right.
Simple. He is the ultimate highlight reel, the most feared opponent, and the gold standard, the player every pro studies but still can't replicate. Simple is the best because of his unparalleled mechanical skill and his ridiculous consistency. No player in Counter-Strike history has achieved his level of peak performance for such an extended period. His flicks are impossible, his aim is surgical, and his ability to win disadvantageous rounds is legendary.
Knows that no one's as good as he is. He knows this.
The guy doesn't do anything by the book. He is so ridiculously uncharacteristic.
Looking at Simple, comparing maybe him a little bit to Michael Jordan in the sense of that he is so good that you kind of build the team around him.
I think his muscle memory and just overall confidence is just above all the players.
He's really highly skilled and he's always meeting up to the expectations, you know, getting the kills that he shouldn't be getting or like getting kills that would change around. So I think that's what makes him the best player in the world.
His accolades prove his case. Simple is the only player to be named the HLTV Player of the Year 3 times in 2018, 2021, and 2022. He holds the record for over 20 HLTV MVP awards at major tournaments, showcasing his impact even when his team wasn't winning the grand final. Crucially, he finally secured the elusive CSGO major victory in Stockholm 2021 without dropping a map, earning the major MVP and removing the one missing piece from his resume. He was even crowned the Counter-Strike Player of the Decade by his peers, whether he's clutching a 1v4 with an AWP, entry fragging with impossible precision, or anchoring sites like a one-man army. Simple plays in a way that forces entire teams to change their strategy just to deal with him. Okay, we have honored the greatest shooter, the greatest tactician, and the greatest leader. Finally, we arrive at the peak. Our number one surpasses the typical limitations of an athlete in his field. He is the ultimate champion, taking home the gold medal at number one, the greatest player in the history of League of Legends and all of esports.
And in the mid lane, the unkillable Demon King, the first inductee into the Hall of Legends, and the greatest of all time,
Faker is the consensus GOAT because of his longevity and championship dominance in the most globally competitive esport. He has consistently defied the aging curve and the meta shifts for over a decade. He's been the best across multiple generations of the game. He's done what everyone has done on this list, but more and better. He debuted as a teenage prodigy in 2013 at just 17. Now let's look at the sheer weight of his trophy case. Faker has won the World Championship, the highest honor in the game, a record-breaking 6 times, completing a 3-peat in 2025. He's also a 2-time mid-season invitational winner and holds a staggering 10 LCK domestic titles in the world's most difficult region. He's been the Game Awards Best Esports Athlete, 3 times PC Player of the Year Esports Awards, 2 times, and PC Player of the Decade. Faker is an inaugural inductee into the League of Legends Hall of Legends. That's the Hall of Fame as in current active player. His latest contract doesn't end until 2029. He holds the Guinness World Record for most kills in World Championship history. Faker also holds numerous LCK statistical records. It's just too much to squeeze in here. In South Korea, male citizens between 18 and 28 are required to perform military service. The win at the Asian Games secured Faker and his entire team exempt status, meaning due to their excellence, exemptions are offered to athletes who win top honors in certain international competitions and bring prestige to the country. He's delivered some of the most iconic moments in esports: the Zed vs Zed duel, the Azir shuffle, the Rise outplays, clips that are still studied today. For his unbelievable decade-plus career span, his record-breaking statistics and world titles, and his influence over an entire generation of players remaining at the top with zero signs of slowing down. Faker isn't just the best League of Legends player ever, he's the greatest esports player / athlete of all time. And there you have it, the definitive ranking of the greatest esports legends to ever grace the screen. We started our countdown with the 16-year-old prodigy and inaugural Fortnite champion at 10, followed by one of the 5 gods and ultimate chaos creator of Super Smash Bros. Melee. We celebrated the relentless Spartan, whose 40 major titles defined an entire franchise. We witnessed the most decorated major winner in Call of Duty history. We paid homage to the Street Fighter legend whose reflexes created the greatest moment in fighting games history. Cracking the top 5, we have the Warcraft 3 genius nicknamed the Fifth Race. We honored the ultimate weapon and mechanical perfectionist of StarCraft. Marveled at the highest earning 2-time TI champion from Dota 2. Seen firsthand the human highlight reel of Counter-Strike, the single greatest mechanical talent in FPS history. And sitting on the throne by himself, the unkillable Demon King of League of Legends, a 6-time world champion, and the undisputed GOAT of esports, Faker. That's our countdown. Thank you so much for watching, and an extra big thank you to every single person who is subscribed. But now it's your turn. Which player did we put too high, and who got completely snubbed? This is Usefulest Perspectives. Let us know your ranking in the comments. Hit that like button, and if you're still here, check out our video on the 15 greatest video game characters of all time. Some of them might surprise you. See you next time.